Good afternoon, Pop Pop's Bees. I'm going to take y'all off of here for a minute. Just because I don't think they're going in the box because they're so freaking big. That's a big old swarm of bees right there. Now, I ain't positive that there ain't a swarm in the box. So, I may be messing up. But I'm going to look. Worst case scenario is I got my daggone bee vac. I can always suck them up off the ground. What we're not going to do is let them hang here and possibly lose them. I just want to make sure there's not a swarm in the trap. There's not. Okay. So, we knocked some bees. I'm in the briars behind us, the daggone thing. So, I think what I'm going to do is bump them in another trap. I mean, I could vac them up. We may do that. That's a big old swarm of bees right there, boys and girls. I mean, a big one. A big one. And it might be better to bump them than vac them because they're so stinking big. I don't know that the battery would hold up. I really don't. One thing about a ball of bees that size, though, if you want to keep them, you better do something with them. Definitely. So we got to do something with them. I just got to figure out what the best way to do it is. I can make this as large as I can make it and bump them like that. Maybe that's what I'll do. So we're going to leave this. I'm going to take all the frames out of here is what we're going to do. I'm going to take the top box off over here. And I can always look later at that ball that we got down there on the ground. And I mean, this is how catching a swarm is sometimes. You just got to make a decision and go with it. Right or wrong, impartial. So I'm gonna put a frame over here to catch bees. I'm gonna put a frame down here on the ground for these bees down here on the ground to get into. They'll walk up there on that frame. And then I'm gonna take this lid and I'm gonna put it right here. And I'm going to attempt to pick the stand and everything up here and get the majority of the ball over this trap right here and bump them in. That's what we're going to go with. I think that's my best bet. I certainly don't want Mama to take flight. That's a big swarm of bees, boys and girls. So at least I know they are hanging right on the bottom. We should have got a majority of them. Got them all off the box. Got a whole mess of them there. Put that back in there. I'm going to put these other frames in here. Get them bees something to get on. And we're just going to hope Mama didn't take flight. Because that would be a shame. I got these bees over here getting on that frame. And we're going to see where they settle in at. I got to get the door open on this one. So they can get up here and fan. And what we may do is crack the top on this. So they can get up here and fan too. That way, they can move her center around. I got all them bees in that pile over there. They're getting on walking up on that frame. We got bees just moving all around right now. Ain't quite sure what just happened. So we got to try to figure out where the queen went. And now if we can spot her, we can put it in and get into this game pretty quick. Because then I can just put her in that box down there. So it looks like a lot of bees are working this way. Right here. I don't see her running around on the board down there. crazy. A lot of bees. Balling up right here. So I reckon it's a possibility she could be on there. So we bumped them there now. Woo, they're getting a little impatient with my butt. I ain't got a suit on. And typically you ain't got to wear a suit. Alright, I got a lot of bees headed over here. Which I put another ratchet strap around this box here too if I need to. They may just be coming at Swarm Commander in there. But you just can't never tell. These bees over here fanning like crazy. Make sure I don't see no queen running around in this box. That's what the game is now. Where the queen? That's all we need is the queen. A cockroach in my trap. Okay, I don't see them conjugating nowhere. I got one in my hat. Got one in my hat. Okay, look, we're starting to march around the side of this box. The hole's down on the other end. This is where the hole is. Bump them over there. Right? Don't sting me. Y'all ain't supposed to sting. You ain't protecting nothing. Got a lot of fanning going on that board over there. I'll bump them bees over there in front of the door. And that's all we're interested in is them fanning some scent. Got to fan that scent. We'll get them started fanning scent, then we're good to go. They want to prop up on me and fan some scent right now. They're upsetting me. Let's move these bees over here. Try and at least get them all in the same location. There's the queen right there. There she is right there. I'm just going to bump her in the box while I got her. There she went. We're going to put the top on the box. Alright, pretty queen. I saw her. I was going to grab her. Then I decided against it. Figured it was just easy to go ahead and bump her in the box. That'll settle all this down once they get to fanning her scent in there. Get all these bees. See if we can speed the process up a little bit. Over here. That lemongrass still bringing them to this mess here. I know what's going on here. I need to put another frame in this box just for that scent. Alright, they're fanning in here like crazy now. Fanning in here really good. I know the queen's in this box now, so I'm going to go ahead and zip it up so that it'll be easier to move. They're fanning on that front down there now. Try to slide these boxes back together like so. Go ahead and get a strap back on this one. Sometimes you just got to go ahead and make a call to make a move. And they've been hanging there since yesterday afternoon. So it was time to go. Time to do something. Even if it wasn't right. So we made a call. Sometimes that's all you can do. Bees they still, her scent's still over here. Mama's over there. Mama ain't up there no more. I may just have to move this stuff away totally. Let's just move it over here totally. Set it out here out the way. Cause she ain't here no more. Maybe that's far enough away that they'll get the picture. We're definitely fanning all over the front of the box now. Alright, that's where all y'all wanted to go to start off with. Get back up there. She's in there, get on in there now. We'll just do it like that. That's a big ball of bees, boys and girls. Beautiful swarm. Purdy queen. Not marked, which I didn't expect her to be. Not out here I didn't. So, we got them. They didn't April Fool's me. Unless she comes back out of that box. And that, with that extra empty box in the bottom, there's enough room in there for them. So, that's a good thing. We get all this stuff up, bees shook off of it. Get them over here. Get them fanning. They'll have all that figured out here in a little bit. So when I talk about swarms, I say, you know, for folks not to be scared of them, because they're just as docile as they're ever going to be. They're bunching back up on the front of that box now. Now if she messes around, comes out of that box, I'll go ahead and break the vacuum out and vacuum her tail up. And that's just how it's going to have to be. No pun intended. Now that I got it back up on the stand, let's crack this and see if we can get some more in the top. Maybe they go in a little bit quicker. Spreading her scent up there. Come on, girls. Come on. Mama's in here. Mama's in here. Scooch, 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 scooch. There you go. Mama's right in there. Get on in the box. Get on up there and fan. I want to go by Harbor Freight and get one of them great big paint scrapers. About that wide. So when they get like that, I can just pick them right up and put them right in there. Alright, all the bees are off the ground now that I got her off the ground. She's definitely in the box because I watched her go in. I put her in there. So, now we just got to get all these bees in the box with her. Then I can close them up and take them home. They mess around a whole lot. I got to go home and get to bed. They mess around a whole lot, I'll break the vac out and suck them right up. And we'll go about our business. We'll just get done like that. If I see her pop out again, I'll go ahead and catch her and put her in a cage. And we won't play this game no more until we get them home. Typically, I like to let them go in one by themselves. Just because they're less likely to come back out. That's a lot of bees. A lot of bees there. Y'all, the hole ain't closed up, is it? No, it ain't closed up. There's the hole. That's a pretty swarm. That's the second swarm of 2025 right there. And she's pretty. That's a pretty one. It's worth missing sleep. Come down here and get all them bees. They'll make honey this year. A swarm that size, I got drawn frames. I'll take them home, find her, get her marked. My early April swarms always mark last year's color. And it'll be right on the box where she came from, so that we don't mess up and sell her, because she's ours. This is going to be a stock hive, a hive that I will pull whatever I need to off of to go ahead once we find out how they're going to be. They're real docile right now, considering all the bumping and everything I just did. They're all going in there now. They're starting to work away in there. I ain't been stung yet. I don't have on a suit or anything. I got a hat on my head and a t-shirt and jeans. And I had a lot of bees flying around earlier. They were upset. They were not happy with me. The initial dump, we missed the queen. We caught her on the other box and was able to drop her in the box. So this trap here doesn't have any swarm commander or anything on it, which I prefer, just for the simple fact that I'm trying to get the bees in the box, you know. That swarm commander may deter them just a little bit in this stage. So if I got a swarm in the yard, I try not to spray any of that. I may try to scoop a few more bees up in there and get some fanning action going on. I don't think the queen came back out of the box, but I reckon she could have. Right now is when that paint scraper would be real nice, but that frame will do about the same. Plus I can take a little look, see, as they come across that frame, and see if I spy her butt. Because some of them queens just hard-headed. Some of them are. All I'm doing here is trying to speed up the process a little bit. Sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires. That's what we're trying to do here. Speed the process up just a little bit. Just because some of us has got jobs and got to go back to work, the bees' jobs is to make honey. Alright, we got some serious fanning going on up there now. Alright, back off. Let them regroup. And look, now they're going on in. Just too many bees hanging on the front of the box. We got them up top fanning now. That's what we want, is that fanning action. You see them start fanning? They're doing their thing. She's definitely in there now. And they know she's in there, and they're letting everybody else know. So everybody else calm down now and get in the box. Alright, this one's almost a wrap. We're going to be able to carry it home in just a few minutes. We'll set that other trap. Get off my arm, you're tickling me. I'm ticklish. And I'll put that trap there back together, set it back up here, and get ready to catch another one. That's a beautiful swarm for 2025, the second one in the year. First one was a little smaller than this, but we catch a lot of swarms at other locations. The locations that we don't catch as many swarms, it seems like we catch way bigger swarms. This is an impressive swarm here. The tree that this come out of somewhere is nice. It is huge, and it's probably had bees in it a long time. A long time. Pawpaw's Bees, please like and subscribe if you have any questions. All this is a double nuke with a bottom and a top, but this box empty. This box here has got 4 undrawn frames and 1 drawn frame in it. And when I assemble it, squirt a Swarm Commander up top. When I set it, squirt a Swarm Commander in the front door, and we refresh as needed. As long as I'm seeing scouts, I don't mess with it. So it's what works for us, and it works for everybody that listens to me. So, you know, there's 10,000 different ways to do something, and you got to figure out what works best for you, and this definitely works best for me. Please like and subscribe. Y'all have a good day.